Plymouth Ice Center for Channel 12's live coverage of the 2013 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Today it's our opening game of the tournament, the Holy Family Catholic Fire taking on the Edina Hornets. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Dan Fick, and John Jacobson will also be along for our telecast. And Dan, we're looking at the defending state champions from Edina right here, but definitely a new look to their team this year in terms of they lost a lot to graduation. It's not the senior-laden team that they had a year ago. No, this is not an experienced team, although 5 scorers are back from last year's team, but not the bulk of it. So, and even their coach, Kurt Giles, says he's not quite sure what he has this year. They haven't found an identity, and that'll build throughout the year, but it's Edina, Jay. You know, they don't rebuild, they reload. So they'll be out ready to play hard. Coming into the season ranked number 2 in the state despite being that young team. And meanwhile, for Holy Family, it's a little bit of a different situation. They've got quite a bit of experience. They had a lot of young, talented players in their lineup the last couple of years. Now those guys are juniors and seniors, and they're definitely looking for a good season. Yeah, they've got 10 scores back, pretty deep, but been some disappointment. They've been walking the ladder of getting into contending for the section title. I mean, and they're in a tough one, and they've had a schedule built that way. They got into a big disappointment last year against Eden Prairie, crushed them in the first game. They weren't expecting that. So they're a little motivated this year. They built another big schedule, adding more AA teams. They're a good hockey team, though. They can score, they can play, they can skate, they can play with these guys. I'm expecting a very close, rough and tumble game tonight with both these teams. And last year was a pretty close one until it got away from Holy Family late, and their coach, Noel Ron, who is, by the way, a former Edina player himself, said we definitely can't afford to take penalties against a team like this, and that's where things kind of got away from them in the third period early in this tournament last year. Well, you got 2 5-minutes, which, you know, no matter how many times you score, you stay on penalty kill, and that does get, it also sucks the breath out of you. You lose your legs, and that's when things start caving in. I'm sure that's not going to happen again. They know what they're in for here, and they really want to prove something. This is a good marker. First game of the season, put one on Edina, hey. That'll do big things for your program and raise the confidence of the kids as they go through the season here. So we'll see what happens with them. All right, we've got 4 great teams in this tournament coming up later tonight. It'll be Maple Grove against number 1 Wayzata, but we get things started next. Holy Family and Edina. We'll drop the puck in just a moment here on 12 Sport.
Tis the season. Give the gift of perpetual renewal. A Simonson Salon and Spa experience. From pedicures to massage to spa packages, excite everyone on your list with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. For instant gift cards, shop Simonsons.com. Email or print, and you're done. Simonsons. In Maple Grove, Plymouth, and Anoka.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And way to go sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
A Brooklyn Park church received some unwelcome visitors this past weekend.
Volunteers really do have their work cut out for them. They'll be inspecting 23,000 residential lots and city boulevards.
The problem began when the railroad decided to increase the train's speed. In the process, they had to raise a portion of the track over here.
Fire crews got a call around 4 Friday morning from a passerby alerting them to a deck fire.
This time, little lob for Winicky, trying to go up and get it. Touchdown!
Osseo, Crystal, and Plymouth. Channel 12 is your local source.
intercepted. This one looks like it could go for the touchdown.
Reed puts it away and Hopkins advances.
Hello and welcome to a new season of Sports Champ.
Channel 12, your local source.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Channel 12's Community Corner puts the spotlight on your corner of the northwest suburbs.
We want to talk about some things happening around the city of Maple Grove.
New Hope's rinks are officially open.
This is the spot for the Golden Valley Rotary Club.
The City Council worked really hard not to have a tax increase.
You can instantly upgrade your wardrobe with a few simple accessories.
We're in Golden Valley today doing a little recycling.
Rediscover your corner of the northwest suburbs every day on Channel 12's Community Corner.
Maple Grove, New Hope, and Brooklyn Center. Channel 12 is your local source.
Intercepted. This one looks like it could go for the touchdown.
Reed puts it away and Hopkins advances.
Hello and welcome to a new season of Sports Champ.
Channel 12, your local source.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
And welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. Thanks for joining us for the 2013 Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament here on Channel 12, hosted by the Wayzata Trojans. And before Thanksgiving this year, it's always been on Thanksgiving weekend, but with the way Thanksgiving falls late this season, it's hockey practice got started, and the first available dates for games were this weekend, so they went ahead and had the tournament kind of pre-Turkey Trot. I asked Pat O'Leary, the Wayzata coach, if they're going to change the name for this year to pre-Turkey Trot, and he said, no, we'll stick with Turkey Trot. Edina is in white, and Holy Family is in green. There's a look at Edina's goalie, Andrew Rocco. Those are his numbers from a year ago, 6-2, 2.2 goals against, and a 90% save percentage in net for the Hornets. They were the champions of the Turkey Trot tournament. They were also champions of the state tournament a year ago, 25-6 last season. Holy Family was 18-8. They won the Wright County Conference title during the regular season. Edina putting a puck on net early on. There's Mikkel Fidler throwing it on net, and here come the Fire back the other way with John Peterson, who had a great year for them a year ago. They did lose Shane Gersich to the U.S. Development Program in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so not with the team this year, but returned a lot of their other standout players from a season ago, and definitely looking for good things this year. And there is a look at Derek Lacombe, who played the bulk of the games last year for the Fire, 11-8, 3.45 goals against. And as Dan talked about in the pregame, they're a team that they opted up to Class AA a couple of years back, and definitely a program on the rise. You're looking at the tournament, I think you say Wayzata and Edina are established top-tier programs.
Yep.
Maple Grove has kind of entered that realm in the last couple of seasons, and Holy Family is looking to get in that spot too. So 4 really good programs right now. Shot on net there, juggled briefly by Rocco, and he's able to hang on, force the face-off after that attempt on net by Tyler Rock. There is a look at Noel Ron, the fourth-year coach now for Holy Family, which is a Catholic school in the southwest suburbs, Victoria area. And he, as we said in the pregame, he did play for Edina back in the late 1980s. Hornets moving the puck up nice up the left side. Quick shot. Oh, and a pad save by Lacombe as he's able to get over and deny the early opportunity there for Cullen Munson. Now a slap shot, and that one kicked aside by Lacombe. Fire trying to break it out here, chipped up into their bench as Patrick Redden, the freshman for Holy Family, flipping it over. There's a look at Kurt Giles, longtime NHLer with the North Stars, 15th season now as Edina's head coach, and capturing that championship last year, and champions in 2010 as well. And there was a little stretch where Edina hockey was still real good, but not at the very top. But now they've gotten back where pretty much every year they're in the, at least in the mention. Here's a shot right on net in tight by Alec Astrike, and then the net comes off, and Holy Family, Dan, has to be a little concerned with some chances they're giving up in these first couple of shifts.
Well, defense is pretty loose here. That was a blind pass back. Don't do that in your own zone, and look what happens. They get it out front, and all of a sudden, wham, Edina's got a scoring chance. I've been impressed with Derek Lacombe, the goalie for Holy Family, though he's made a couple real key early saves here. That bodes well for them. He's got to get a save percentage up, and that's starting to help right away.
Matt Ostertag brought it into the zone, but the Hornets quickly forced a turnover and back up the other way. Mismatch and grabbed away there by Dylan Wolf, one of the captains for Holy Family. Across it comes Calvin Pugh. Pass tipped through center, and it'll come into the Holy Family zone. Lacombe directs it aside as he had an Edina player slide into him through the cage and all the way into the back wall there. That one might have been a little painful for Parker Mismatch.
Good effort, though. He's been trying to break it up, and the guy, Lacombe's getting a little casual here. He should have got out on that a lot quicker, got his glove down on it, and made sure he had it secured. One little slip, and that could have gone in the net.
And probably for his own sake physically, too. He would have been able to avoid that any collision there, I think, if he had been a little more proactive on that one.
Agreed.
Here's an opportunity and a stick save made there by Rocco for Edina. Holy Family trying to get things set up. Across it comes, and that one deflects into the corner off the stick of Patrick Haug of Edina, out pressuring. Pass along now to Rushmeyer. In behind the net it comes. Joey Marooney leaving it there for Peterson. Peterson circling back. Trying to give it back over now to Tommy Kruger. And that pass broken up. Taken here by the Hornets, and then a turnover taken right back by Ryan Swanson of Holy Family.
And we've got the top line out and the top D out for Holy Family right now, and it's starting to show itself as they're putting some pressure on in the Edina zone.
Back out to the point it comes here. Here's Ryan Swanson looking weak side with it, but pretty well read by Ben Foley for Edina. Now the Hornets come back the other way. Foley, the defenseman, joining the play. His shot knocked down. Now a try from a shallow angle, just knocked aside as Henry Bowlby tried to snipe one under the crossbar. 3-on-3 back the other way here. A nice drop into the high slot and a swing and a miss at it, though. Holy Family needs to complete this change here. They got a couple of tired guys out there.
Well, I got to tell you, Edina looks like the speed is there. They were fast last year. They're very fast again this year. They're getting out of the zone very, very quickly and putting immediate pressure on.
Matt Anderson carrying it in. Drop it back to the point, looking for a tip, and it's in on net, and Rokel the save on Dylan Wolf, who tried to look like that one was just kind of looking for a little stick to hit on the way there. It didn't really hit anyone.
Well, if you notice, it goes up top. Nice play. It'll have a little flutter on it here that had to take it, dipped a little bit there and got into the chest of Rokel, but he was on it with good positioning. You know, the one thing, Jay, we don't talk about, you think of Edina, you think of offense. They actually play very, very good defense, and they have for a number of years since Kurt Giles got there.
Pass alongside the net, knocked down, and the Hornets coming out of there with it now. Matt Masterman carrying up the right wing, putting it out front, but a good job on the back check by Dylan Wolf there, tying up a stick. Now Wolf picks it off. Wolf with that long blonde hair flowing out from beneath that green helmet, sends it out front, and knocked wide by Jacob Dickinson. He was alone in front. Now back the other way it comes. Fiddler puts it at just a touch behind its intended target, Malmquist. End to end we go here. The way these guys skate, Dan, you almost forget it's an Olympic-sized rink. They're getting up and down and filling the spaces in a hurry.
Well, I think one of the reasons they're getting up and down here because it is a big-sized rink, too. They got some room to maneuver and operate, and it's really fun to watch.
Check thrown at the blue line here, but Edina maintains possession now with Fiddler putting it out front and had it knocked away, but gets it back. Fiddler sending it into the slot. Oh, and a great stop there by Lacombe as he gets a piece of the Ryan Zulsdorf shot. Hornets with it again, out to the point. This one off a skate, and then Lacombe a save. Scrambling around as there's plenty of traffic in front as well. The Hornets all over him right now.
Well, Munson with a great tip in front here. Holy Family's got to get physical here, Jay. The Hornets are just running around way too free and easy, especially in front of the net. They got to start getting some bodies and getting knocked down.
Another great chance right there for Kiefer Bellows. Now behind the net, coming out front, and Lacombe able to poke check it away from Munson right there. Lacombe has been quite busy in the early going and some legit chances for the Hornets as well. They're out shooting a Fire 7-3 so far. Nice job of possession in behind, trying to walk out front, but nobody home, and this one lifted on out, and Holy Family needing a change badly, and they'll be able to get it here. Edina looking to quickly counterattack, but it kicks away at the blue line there from Garrett Waite. Knocked into the zone here by John Peterson for the Fire.
And even though Holy Family lost their leading scorer, Shane Gershich, John Peterson, their second leading scorer, is back, and he had a pretty doggone good year last year, too. At 59 points.
Pass coming ahead now to Marooney. Marooney's double teamed there and lost it. Flipped right back out. Chased down now by Bennett Hansen for Holy Family. Zips it across to Marooney. They'll change sides here and come up the left, but that one broken up by Ben Foley for Edina. Battle for it right along the wall there between the benches. 10:15 to go here in the first period. No scoring, but a pretty action-packed, high-tempo first period here in this first game of the season for both teams, in the first game of the Turkey Trot Tournament for 2013. You'll be able to see Maple Grove and Wyzetta going at it later on tonight here, as well as the third place and championship game Saturday on 12 Sports. And this one flipped in wide of the net. Icing call, and yeah, take a breath. Everybody involved here. Dan and I, and also the players. I think that you have that combination of not really being in mid-season shape, but also you get so hyped up in these first games. I got to believe the first couple of shifts you come off, there's some guys gasping for breath a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, the adrenaline flow right now is incredible. I mean, all they've been doing is beating up on each other for 2 weeks. They're just really happy to play somebody, and that'll get you going. And so far, the pace has been really, really good here in this game. And really, Jay, it's been pretty sharp. Not a lot of whistles. Time has gone pretty fast, and that's unusual for a first game.
Off the face-off, it comes alongside the cage here. Edina pressuring hard in behind the net, trying to force that turnover as Henry Bowlby throwing a check there in the corner. Fire trying to send it around to the weak side and break out this way. Jaden Ness takes a bump and then sent to the Edina line, picked off there by Paul Meyer. Puck was tipped, so no icing here. Into the corner it goes, and actually getting the worst of that one, even though he threw the hit, was Henry Bowlby.
All of a sudden, the physicality just turned up here. Now, it's a good thing for Holy Family. They needed to.
Tyler Nanny circling behind the net here for Edina, flipping it ahead. Controlled now by Cullen Rash. Drops it back. Nanny, a shot and a pad saved by Lacombe. And Nanny picks it off. And it was going to be offside here on the Hornets, so they'll have to clear the zone as the pass comes ahead to Peterson. He's all alone, though, and he's being bothered heavily by Paul Meyer. Nanny zips it across. Nice pass onto the tape there of Malmquist. Malmquist dropping it back. And then the pass out front is lifted out of there. A little slow with it that time was Masterman, and here come the Fire. Nice drop into the slot. Oh, and a great save by Rokel there on an excellent scoring chance for the Fire. Edina looking to quickly counter. A couple of guys were tangled up behind the play. The official was looking at him and said, okay, break it up and you'll be fine. Otherwise, I'm going to blow my whistle. Now this one's offside against the Hornets. Here's a look at this great scoring chance here. Nice pass. The trailer coming up, and Maroney got away. A good wrister, but just getting a piece of it was Rokel. Sometimes there are pucks that you save and you've got it under control. You can kind of determine where you're going to deflect it or something. That time it was just, can I get a piece of this one?
Yeah. Well, that was actually a 4-on-2 too, and you know, even so, it went behind the net. Maybe if we got a little lower, got on the leg pads, the rebound would have come out with three other guys charging in on it.
Here's a chance, 2-on-1 now for Edina. The pass across, and it just squirts away. Penalty coming up against Holy Family as Fiddler couldn't pull the trigger, and maybe because he was being hooked at a little bit, I think, and that is indeed going to be the call for the Fire as the hooking penalty is going to go, it looks like, against Matt Runyon, and it'll be a power play for Edina.
Good penalty, though. He really disrupted that play because Fiddler was in. There's no question. Watch how he comes across. He gets the puck here, and he's in. Right there, coming across. And just that little bit took him off and prevented a goal. You know, last year the Holy Family had a good penalty kill. They were running at about 82%, so they're going to need that here.
Hornets setting it up. Interesting, when we talked to Kurt Giles, he said, we have not even worked on penalty kill at all yet, and power play in the first, you know, you don't have a lot of time. You have your tryouts, and especially in some of the bigger programs, tryouts aren't just kind of a formality. You've got some decisions to be made.
Yeah.
And then you get to practicing, and he said we honestly just have not worked on specials so far. And I don't think he was pulling our leg or holding back anything. It didn't seem like.
Well, not after that first setup. I didn't look really organized, but, you know, that's something that, you know, an experienced team can put together real quick, and you'll see them come out. Last year, I think we saw Edina came out and had a really good power play right off the bat.
Nanny a swing and a miss at this one, but he does get the puck back. They'll look to attack from behind the goal, and it squirts out front. Chased down here by Munson. Munson to the high circle, now leaves it for Bellows. Bellows shooting, and that one deflects up. I'm not sure if it hit the mask of Lacombe. Seemed like it might have.
I think it
deflects over the glass and out of play, and face-off coming up with 6:45 to go. See if we can see it, if this one indeed catches him. It's such a quick shot. It's tough to tell what exactly it hit, but I think it might have gone off the mask.
Well, it tells you Bellows has got a pretty good shot, because Lacombe saw that one all the way, and he didn't not get his glove or his blocker up quick enough.
Now Maroney coming up short-handed. He'll throw it in behind and give chase. I think certainly an Olympic rink like this one is at Plymouth helps you as a power play unit. I mean, you've got so much more space. Here's a chance, and that shot knocked down. There was a trailer coming too, that if that puck had found him, it would have been at least half of an empty net there to look at. Now back out to the point. They swing it around here now for Zulsdorf, and that one in on goal, and Lacombe making the stop here once again for Holy Family, his 11th save of the night. 6:15 to go here in this first period, and 19 seconds remaining in the power play for Edina. Their power play so far has been okay, but nothing that make you stand up and really take notice in terms of how they're moving it.
Well, they're not getting anybody out of position. The shots they're taking are being seen by Lacombe. Nobody's in front disrupting them, or they're not moving it fast enough that he can't move over.
Nanny, a rocket that goes just wide. Hornets able to keep possession here. Under 10 to go in the power play. And Nanny will shoot it again, and that one hit the outside of the pipe, I think, and deflects all the way back out. Holy Family's penalty is over. So they are back to 5 skaters now. They kill off the first man advantage of the night.
Hopefully that's a little bit of a momentum builder for Holy Family here. The Fire did a good job.
Back the other way now. Masterman bringing it to the middle. He's double teamed and knocked down. Boy, when you recognize that it's 1-on-2 and they converge just very nicely as a defensive pair, work together there.
Yep.
Chip back out to center. Holy Family able to bring it in here with Dickinson. Now it comes back out high. That shot blocked by A-Strike. And then A-Strike comes in and throws a check. Flip back down to the corner. Holy Family looking to get some things set up. Redden sends it behind the net. Looking for a return. Almost went off Nanny's skate into the net there. Bounced just wide of the cage. And now it comes right out front. Couple of hacks at it. Still loose. Penalty coming up. Is it in the net? Apparently not. But there will be a penalty on Edina for a cross check. That puck just squirted out front. The only bad point was they were so close to Rocco that it was tough to get the puck lifted over him. Watch this one here as it hits a skate. And all alone in front there is Redden, but...
Well, that first shot by Redden was the best, and he did get it up a little bit, but like you said, it's too close to get shelved, and of course you're getting cross-checked too, which would kind of take a little bit of the angle off the stick as you shoot, but, you know, again, that was a good penalty. I mean, they had to do something to get that thing shut down, so Fiddler gave himself up to take care of it, so now we'll get a chance to see if Holy Families practice their power play at all, Jay.
You see Fiddler gets the cross-checking penalty, and we got a good look at it there in the replay there. So a near miss for Holy Family, and now they get the power play opportunity out of it. Squirts past Dylan Wolf. Wolf, though, does a nice job regaining possession at neutral and brings it in. Edina trying to dig it free and get it out of there, not quite able to do it. Foley threw a check. Now Hornets able to get possession here and battle for it. And they're able to slip it past Wolf and on out back into the Holy Family zone. Swanson, they didn't get much on that pass and nearly taken away. The shorthanded there, Garrett Waite putting a little pressure on. Minute 15 to go in the power play here for Holy Family. No score on the board here. A little over 4 minutes to play in the first period of our opening game here of the 2013 Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament. Again, before Thanksgiving this year. It is normally the 2 days after Thanksgiving, but with the way Thanksgiving falling late and schedule getting things started, so first weekend to play, they decided to go with this weekend.
Oh, it's like John said, you and John finally get a chance to have a whole Thanksgiving weekend, for heaven's sakes, for the first time in a lot of years.
Yeah, I can't say that's a bad thing, but obviously we enjoy doing this tournament a great deal, whatever weekend it's on. Carried in now and losing a glove. Penalty coming up here as Colin Munson was sent sprawling. It's going to be a trip on Holy Family, and though it wasn't probably intentional, I think the losing of the glove helped to seal that one up. It made it look like it was a bad thing here as the glove goes flying.
I want to take a good look here. I'm sorry. Acting got that self penalty. That was a perfectly legal check. I'm sorry. I'm going to object. Sorry, folks. I got my opinion on that one, but that was kind of an even it up kind of call here. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a while, and then Edina will end up with a power play.
Plenty of room on an Olympic rink, even 5-on-5, and now we go 4-on-4. Lots of skating to be done here. They fight for it in the corner, and now the Fire able to come out of there as John Peterson controlling, dropping it back now for Maroney, but they're offside at the Edina blue line.
I've noticed that for some reason there seems to be a lull with Holy Family right now, Jay. They just don't have a sense of urgency over the past minute or so as they've been on this power play. They're kind of taking their time getting up there. You can't do that with Edina. You got to play full speed because they'll get on you right away. Even short-handed, there's good enough skaters they can put pressure on you short-handed.
Puck controlled here by Masterman carrying it in, and the stick save made there. I think that, and again, although Holy Family is probably the team with the more varsity experience, certainly than Edina, I think a lot of times kids, when they come in out of bantams, that's one thing that they find out, you know, at these high levels that all four of these teams are at, is that there are not many shifts where you can get by with just kind of gliding through it, and you know, there's going to be intensity, and there's going to be kids who can skate on all three lines of these top level teams.
Well, I think the other thing too, you're looking at a private school. Edina, a lot of these kids have played together for years and years from Mike's. Holy Family, they're bringing them in from all over the place. Yeah, a few of them probably played in the same association, but again, you got to build that chemistry at a private school too.
Pass dropped back and gets by Zalsdorf here as Edina now on the power play after the penalty to Fiddler expired. So they've got about 40 seconds or so to go in a partial power play, and this one flipped back down. Rocco will come out to stop it here for the Hornets as he leaves it for Ben Foley. Foley the pass over to Sam Foss, and now carried up. Bellows waiting for his team to get set up behind him. Now drop back to the point. Foley looking to Bellows. Bellows firing off the tip of the glove there of Lacombe. Might have been headed wide anyway, it looked like. Hornets get it right back though. Under 10 to go in the power play for Edina. Under 2 minutes in the period. Now a pass, and that one on the backhand might have hit the crossbar, it looked like, as Bellows was in real close and got a good shot away, but up off the crossbar. So we're going to get an icing call here against Holy Family. The penalty expired just after. There's a look at the first shot that he just gets a piece of and fights off. Holy
I think
Family.
if they get a glove on it, we would have heard that if it would have hit that post.
Exactly.
That was rocking and rolling.
Holy Family a little bit unfortunate. Their penalty had just expired when they dumped that puck out, so they get the icing call. Fortunately for them, for their sake anyway, they do win the draw. Get it back out. Carried on in now, Marooney. Knocked wide. Here's Peterson controlling for the Fire. Flipping it back out to the point, and a shot goes wide from Wolf as he mishit it a little bit. Back out to the point it comes. Nice little sidestep by Swanson. Now he fires. That's into the body of the Edina defenseman. And then flipped out, and it might be an ice here. It stays up on edge, and no ice, and it hits the official on the way out. Gives Edina a possible chance here. Now the drop pass knocked away, controlled by Malmquist again for the Hornets. Comes to the point with it and fires a high wrister by Meyer, sails off the glass. Edina finishing a change here. Now it comes back out, all the way around the horn they go, and that one deflecting wide. Peterson picking it up for Holy Family, and he'll dump it back into Edina's zone. No ice here as it's picked up by Meyer, and they try to quickly counter as Holy Family changes. Malmquist, we got a little bunched up at the blue line here. 20 seconds to go in the period. Holy Family can't get it out. Here's a pass across, and just getting his stick tied up was Masterman. And they turn it over again. Edina really trying to put pressure on in the final seconds of the period. And that pass broken up. And long pass ahead. They're not going to have time as Dickinson tries to chase that one down. So, a very entertaining first period of hockey here, Dan Ficken. No score on the board, but not for the lack of chances or great plays.
No, very good pace up and down. Both teams getting a good amount of chances here, and a little bit of rust because they're missing the net, but aside from that, it's been a really good start to the hockey season so far for the boys.
So no score on the board. We are at 0-0 at the end of the first period. We're going to be hearing from the coaches in intermissions for both of these contests here tonight, and get their thoughts on how things have transpired for their teams leading into these first moments. We're going to take a quick break. John Jacobson will join us in a moment with one of the coaches. Holy Family and Edina, 0-0 here at the end of one in the Turkey Trot tournament.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And way to go sports.
And we sharpen skates too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
'Tis the season. Give the gift of perpetual renewal. A Simonson Salon and Spa experience. From pedicures to massage to spa packages, excite everyone on your list with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. For instant gift cards, shop simonsons.com. Email or print, and you're done.
Simonson.
In Maple Grove, Plymouth, and Anoka.
0-0, Holy Family and Edina after one. Let's go down ringside to John Jacobson.
Thanks very much, Jay. I'm with Noel Ron, head coach of Holy Family Catholic. And Coach, no score after first period. Your thoughts on the first 17 minutes of the season?
You know, it was a good up-tempo game. Both teams got some good chances to get some good opportunities to score. You know, both teams got little special teams here and there, but I thought we played smart. We eliminated a lot of their flow through the neutral zone, which was one of our keys coming into the game. But I thought it was a good first period for both teams.
You won 18 games a year ago. I know you're excited about this season because you have a lot of those guys back this year, don't you?
Yeah, we're finally getting a little bit more experience on our team. We've got 12 returners. The majority of those kids that are coming back have been playing for us for the last 2 or 3 years. They are returning top scorers, so we're excited. We're finally in a position now where a lot of our better players are our older players, and I think that's key for being successful down the road into the playoffs.
You were telling us before the game, too, that you've got some good elite level talent and 5 players that played in the Fall Elite League this year from Holy Family.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good barometer of kind of what type of team we're coming through. And we had 5 kids that played in the Elite League, the top 120 players in the state, and we had 5 of them, which, you know, these kids have really worked hard over the years, and that's something that we're proud of, that we put 5 kids in that league. But those are our leaders. Those guys have been playing for us for 3 or 4 years, and those are the guys that we talk about here in the first game of the season, that we're expecting them to lead the charge and kind of help the younger guys that are coming into the lineup to kind of help their transition a lot easier as the season goes on.
Finally, what do you tell your team in between periods here?
You know, I think we just got to keep getting pucks in the net. I know it's a cliche, but, you know, we play smart. I mean, when you play Edina, they're a great pass playmaking team. Play smart, and when you get an opportunity to capitalize, we have to capitalize against a team like this.
Thanks very much. Good luck the rest of the night and all season.
Thank you.
Noel Ron, head coach of Holy Family Catholic. They are tied up, the Fire and the Edina Hornets. No score after one. First game of the 2013 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. We'll take a break and come back with more from the Plymouth Ice Center after this timeout.
Osseo, Crystal, and Plymouth. Channel 12 is your local source.
This one looks like it could go for the touchdown.
Reed puts it away and Hopkins advances. Hello and welcome to a new season of Sports Champ.
Channel 12, your local source.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center for Channel 12's Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. We are in the first intermission of our first game tonight. It's Holy Family 0 and Edina 0. And our second game tonight will be a real interesting one as well, as the host Wayzata Trojans take on the Maple Grove Crimson. Had a chance to talk with some of the guys from Maple Grove, and here's a little season preview on the Crimson.
When the puck drops Friday, Tom Starkey, an early standout as a player when Maple Grove opened, becomes the second boys hockey coach in school history.
I mean, I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to get things going. I mean, it seems like we've been waiting, you know, forever since the last time we were on the ice with the guys was July, you know, and now to get back on the ice from this last week finally, it's been great, and yeah, I'm really excited to get things going.
Starkey takes over for Gary Stefano, who was forced out at the end of last season after an off-ice scandal involving Crimson players. The guys know the issue won't die immediately, but they're ready to move on.
It's been a tough journey, but you know, we got to learn to ignore. I mean, the student section, the opposing student sections will probably be saying some stuff. We just got to learn to look past it.
We've talked about a lot of that stuff with the guys in the off season here and going into this year, and they know what's expected of them. And you know, on the ice that'll translate quite a bit. I think we'll see a different Maple Grove team than we've seen in years past.
There is a very good core group returning this season with plenty of firepower up front and a couple of talented freshmen too. Opposing teams can expect a few more bumps and bruises when they play the Crimson this winter.
A lot more physical, and I like that. Obviously, I like that part of the game, but yeah, I think the boys are going to get used to it, and we're going to pound some teams to the ground, so that'll be good.
The Maple Grove guys are excited for the early test this week, taking on Wayzata in the Turkey Trot opener.
Yeah, it's fun every year. Wayzata's first in state this year, so it's a big tilt to get going. Starkey coached them, so we obviously want to beat them that first game, but they're going to be good. We got to bring it.
After a trip to the state tournament 2 years ago, the Maple Grove guys expect to be back in the hunt to return to the XL Center this season. So we will see Maple Grove in action. One thing we didn't touch on there, Tom Starkey, in addition to being a former Maple Grove player, he coached for a few years as an assistant at Wayzata, so he'll be going against some old friends tonight in our second game. Holy Family and Edina at 0-0 as we get set for our second period. We'll take a look at some first period highlights and stats and then drop the puck for period 2 coming up in just a moment here from the Plymouth Ice Center on 12 Sports.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Channel 12's Community Corner puts the spotlight on your corner of the northwest suburbs.
We want to talk about some things happening around the city of Maple Grove.
New Hope's rinks are officially open.
This is the spot for the Golden Valley Rotary Club.
The City Council worked really hard not to have a tax increase.
You can instantly upgrade your wardrobe with a few simple accessories.
We're in Golden Valley today doing a little recycling.
Rediscover your corner of the northwest suburbs every day on Channel 12's Community Corner.
Nice crowd starting to fill in here at Plymouth Ice Center. I'm sure it'll be pretty full by the time the two closer teams proximity-wise join the ice later on as Wayzata and Maple Grove play in our second game this evening. As we said, 0-0 here through one, but some pretty good action. Take a look at some of the first period. Obviously no goals, but scoring chances to look at here in this one as the Holy Family quick shot there taken from long range and a relatively easy save there. Pass across, and Lacombe, he was pretty busy. He was definitely the busier of the two. You see Rocco kicking that one aside. Here's the best chance, certainly right there. He just gets a piece of that opportunity from Maroney right in the slot about 10 feet in front of the net. And then this one bounces right out front, and a couple of jabs at it for Patrick Redden, but couldn't put it away. They did get a penalty out of it, but no goal. And we have come to the end of one period here, one intermission. 12-6 Hornets the shots. Scoring chances, we've got 4 for Edina and 2 for Holy Family. Hornets took one penalty and Holy Family took a couple. We will have empty penalty boxes when we begin period number 2 here in just a moment. Holy Family and Edina playing here. The winner goes into the championship. The loser will head into the third place game on Saturday night here at Plymouth Ice Center. The Turkey Trot tournament continues after this.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
'Tis the season. Give the gift of perpetual renewal. A Simonson Salon and Spa experience. From pedicures to massage to spa packages, excite everyone on your list with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. For instant gift cards, shop simonsons.com. Email or print, and you're done.
Simonsons.
In Maple Grove, Plymouth, and Anoka.
Maple Grove, New Hope, and Brooklyn Center. Channel 12 is your local source.
Intercepted. This one looks like it could go for the touchdown.
Reed looks it away and Hopkins advances.
Hello and welcome to a new season of Sports Champ. Channel 12, your local source.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Edina Hornets have retaken the ice here, and Holy Family about to come out as we get set for this second period of play. And Dan Ficken, your thoughts on the first period, what you liked, what you didn't like for each team?
I love the pace. I love that first period, first part of the season. Ben, they came out, both teams were flying. What I didn't like, Holy Family, they got to tighten up their defense to be more physical, not let Edina dictate play, especially in the first 5 minutes of the period. Edina hit the net. They missed the net a lot here. They got some good opportunities. If nothing else, a rebound falls in place, and they get a second opportunity to put it in the net. Other than that, this has been a really good hockey game for first time out for both teams.
Yeah, I think more and more the last few years with some of the things that we were able to see in terms of like the fall league and other things like that, you're not seeing the sloppy first game or two for teams nearly as much as you used to, I don't think.
You know, funny thing about it is I think you see more at the Christmas breaks after they have that time where they're eating all that food and drink and taking a few days off. That's when you see it, but not in the beginning here, so this has been really nice.
And certainly the excitement of being out there for this first weekend and in front of a good crowd and everything, you're not going to have anybody not hustling, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think the way the match pairs here, these teams are pretty close. I mean, nobody's going to come in here and get a 10-0 win, which would be completely boring and wouldn't motivate the kids at all. They know they're good teams and they play hard because of it.
Like you were talking about earlier, for Holy Family, I don't think anybody questions at all that they're a very good team, that they're a team on the rise, but beating a team like Edina in a first season or beginning of the season tournament would be definitely a huge feather in their cap and kind of put them on the map even more so. Not that they aren't already, but definitely would be a kind of a signature win if they were able to get that.
Absolutely. You know, it's like they talk about, he was a great quarterback, but he never got the ring. Sooner or later, you got to get a ring if you're going to be a program of any, renown.
And for Edina, they're so used to that all the years. I mean, everybody they play wants to beat them badly. There's no doubt about it. And it's something that they've just come to expect each year in and year out. Flip back into the Holy Family zone as we're skating again for period number 2 here. I'm Jay Wilcox along with Dan Ficken and John Jacobson for the Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament. John and I will trade places in game 2, and John will come up into the booth and call the Wayzata Maple Grove game. Centering pass here, deflected up in the air. And the Hornets able to get it back out to center now. Fiddler carrying it in. Ooh. Nice move to the backhand. Now he shoots, he scores! Woo! Fiddler scoring in style. How do you like that for the very first goal of the season?
If I could get up out of my seat, I'd get up out of my seat. What a nice goal. What two really good moves by Mikael Fiddler there, and just came in and shelved it just beautifully. What a great individual effort.
Now the whole rest of the season will be spent trying to top that for anybody else on the Hornets, because it's going to be hard to beat. That was beautiful.
Oh, man. You just see good natural instincts there, too, because I'll tell you what, he didn't plan that step-by-step. It just happened. What a beautiful goal.
And Hornets quickly back again on the attack. Save, rebound, hits the pipe. Great chance there for Waite. And the first one saved by Lacombe. The second one went off the far post. Now a backhand pass. Here's another crack at it. Edina trying to keep the foot on the accelerator after that goal.
And Holy Family's got to remember, don't watch the puck. You got to start taking the body out on both those efforts. The goal and then the almost goal there. Take the body down. Forget the puck. It's a basic that you got to understand in hockey.
Going to be an unassisted goal for Fiddler there as gets it at 59 seconds now. Holy Family coming back the other way. Shot and a little trouble with it there for Rocco as he juggled a little bit. Here's we had the one goal, and then they almost got another one here as Waite's first one is kicked out, and then you see he has an open net and he just puts it off the far pipe.
Yeah, Tyler Rock got caught out of position. There was a quick transition. He got caught flat-footed, so he had to reach out and try to stretch to save that goal, and it almost cost him.
Referee over speaking with Kurt Giles now. I'm not sure what. My guess is it had something to do with that near miss goal, but it's hard to say for sure. There wound up a stick fluttering by there, and you see Kurt, he's going to say, I'm not going to agree with you. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of saying okay and nodding yes. He said, no, I still don't think so, but we understand the game might have to keep going on. Now they're going to have a little quick conference with the officials. Sometimes, you know, it never hurts to be sure, okay, what did you see? Was there, maybe there was a point there.
But if something comes out of this, I'm sure Coach Ron over at Holy Family is going to be, got a stick here in the skates. No. Don't see anything there.
And again, we don't know for sure that is the play they're questioning on. It looked at, it was definitely close to hitting. I think that might have been some thought, does this hit the inside of the netting rather than the pipe? Might be the question here.
Even it looked like it got down low on the base, but it didn't cross the goal line totally.
And at this point, I don't know that there's much else you can do other than get back to playing. And again, we're just speculating that that's what they're talking about. It is a possibility that there was something after that Edina was concerned about.
Well, I like that too, that the referees actually listened. They talked about it, just to make sure things were kosher.
And brought back in offside there as that Matt Anderson picked that one off right near the blue line, but just outside of it. So,
well, we've seen it for 2 consecutive period openings now too. Edina just comes out in a storm in that first 5 minutes. The family's got to be ready for that, and I think too, reorienting themselves to the body play too, Jay. It's been good, fast, up and down ice, but the physical part is an important part, and it has to be incorporated into that. And it's cost them 1 goal, and darn near cost them a second one. So we'll see if they pick that end of the game up.
Off the draw, back into the Holy Family zone. Nice breakout pass there. Now Peterson flipping it ahead. Marooney coming hard up the left wing. He slips. He still got the pass away. Penalty coming up, and they just missed tucking that one away. Edina is going to go shorthanded here. And now they get control, and we will get our call, and it's going to be a trip against the Hornets on that initial rush in as he went down. Going to be Pugh who picks up the trip. Let's see right here.
Mooney with great speed. He's breaking the corner.
The stick in there a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Good opportunity there, and that would have been a second one. He wouldn't have kicked it out. Watch the second kick out here. 16's in position. He's ready, and it gets kicked out. What a great opportunity.
So Holy Family to the power play for the second time tonight. Obviously didn't score on the first one as they trail at 1-0. Puck flipped into the corner. Foley giving chase there for Edina. Peterson came and tried to take it away, but cleared on out as it skims past Dylan Wolf. Lacombe back there to stop it for the Fire. He'll leave it for Swanson. Noah Ron was real high on both of his defensive captains there, Wolf and Swanson. A couple guys they'll really count on this year a lot.
So far, Wolf's played a pretty good game. I'm impressed. He's been steady.
Across it comes. Here's Swanson. And now Wolf taking the pass. He'll zip it right back. Peterson across. They play with it out high. Here's a drive. It pops up in the air. And falls right into the body there of Rocco, who was on his back but kept his vision on the puck and was able to put his arm over it and cover it up.
It dropped right in between his leg pad and his arm there as he was on his back. So come Wolf gets a good shot off, dribbles up, and watch, it'll just drop right down off the skate and see where he had that arm out just because it was going in. Let's see if they set up Swanson. Swanson, the defenseman, had 5 power play goals last year for, he was a top power play scorer.
Boy, and that was a heavy shot from the point there by Wolf, no doubt.
It was.
Here's Peterson carrying it up the left side here for the Fire. Trying to get around Nanny. Peterson plays it behind the net. Pass tipped. And they're able to keep possession in that corner. Marooney. And down he goes. We're going to get another penalty to Edina as Marooney was tripped up.
Nanny's going to go. You know, I was just going to say, too, how aggressive Edina is being on this penalty kill. They're going right after him. And, of course, that's one of the negative consequences of being aggressive on a penalty. You know, you get a second penalty. And, frankly, Jay, it's got to be very flagrant to get one if you're already down a man.
Another look at it here, and I was just thinking the same thing. And we'll see right coming up after the puck taken away. Here's Nanny getting this. He realized it right away, too. And, you know, I give an official credit. I mean, there were a lot of times where, like you said, it would have to be something extremely blatant to be called, but to me, that's still a penalty, whether you're short-handed or not.
Absolutely, Jay.
Here's a drive and kicked out of there. A huge rebound. Now it comes back out. Wolf and Swanson playing catch across. Oh, and it's just tipped. Here's Wolf shot, and that one's blocked down. Garrett Waite hustling after it. Waite is knocked down. Penalty coming up here on Swanson of Holy Family. So Garrett Waite able to force a penalty on one of the Fire defensemen on the trip.
Will we see a penalty shot? The Edina coaches are calling for it. Was he in clean and clear? Pretty close. I think he had to have a little more separation for them to call a penalty shot there, though, Jay. But
agreed.
The bench was calling. Well, this is taking kind of a twist here. Had a 5-on-3 situation all set to go, and now it's all turned into an even 4-on-4 with 25 seconds of Edina power play at the end of this.
And I like Holy Family, to me, was doing the right things there. It was just well read by an Edina defenseman that kept that one from being a goal. Now back out to the point, and this one is tipped just wide. We are 4-on-4 right now, but you'd think it was an Edina power play, the way things set up after that faceoff. Back out to center. Hornets quickly countering. Here's Malmquist putting it out front, and it got away from Fiddler there. Carried ahead now. Nice effort, but not quite able to catch up with it. Was Dickinson. Now Dickinson with it, firing right into the body there of Rocco, the Edina goaltender. 12:08 to play here in the second period. Edina leading it 1-0.
You see a quick shot here right into the chest of Rocco. You're really not going to beat him on a shot like that. You're going to have to get somebody in front of him to disturb. But the one thing I've been impressed with, and I have been since Kurt Giles took over the Edina, the one thing he did there, he really solidified a defensive system. You don't see them get beat on a 3-on-2. There is always 2 defensemen, if not a third person back all the time. I mean, you just got to beat them square up.
Foley carrying it here for the Hornets. And flip back out. They'll regroup and go again. Here's Masterman controlling it. Half-minute to go in the penalty to Edina. Masterman beats the check down out front. Just off the tip of the stick there, looking for Bellows. And Bellows will regroup with that now for the Hornets. 4 skaters aside for 15 more seconds. And Edina, I guess if that's going to happen, that'd be the time. There was nobody around for Holy Family.
It's almost like I jinxed the defense, though, all of a sudden for the Hornets.
Rolling puck in here. Lacombe knocks it aside. Penalty time is now over to Nanny, so Edina is at full strength. They go on the power play. Nanny picking it up here. 25 seconds in this mini man advantage for Edina. Nice pass there to Bellows. Kiefer Bellows carrying it, fires, and Lacombe makes the save. And for his sake, a good job to hang on to that one, because there was a Hornet buzzing around the net, no pun intended there, but ready to look for a rebound as if he didn't hang on to that one cleanly.
Well, overall, though, I think Lacombe's had a very good game. He's one of the reasons why it's only 1-0 right now. It could easily be 3 to 4 to nothing right now.
Off the draw, Hornets controlling, Nanny firing, and the glove catch there. And Lacombe will force the face-off here. We'll get another draw in the Holy Family zone. 15 seconds to go in the Edina man advantage here. Reminder, you can watch Maple Grove and Wayzata coming up in Game 2 tonight at approximately 7:30 here on 12 Sports. Back out high with it, Nanny. Leaves it over. Here's a big slapper off the stick of Malmquist. Penalty about to expire, and now is over. Holy Family to full strength. Nice passing there, and Lacombe makes the pad save. Nanny able to keep it in the zone. Fires, and that one sailing off the end boards and all the way down. So penalty box is now empty, at least for the moment. And for a little skate there was Rokel, and there was an open net, and somehow they shot it right back to him.
John Peterson, the leading scorer coming back for the Fires, had an opportunity there. He just kind of whiffed on it a little bit. He was just so shocked to see that net wide open and the puck on a stick. He kind of whiffed on it and sent it right back into Rokol's pads.
And then just as the whistle blew, Rokel dropped the puck and almost kicked it in himself. I don't think he's going to put that on his personal highlight 10 seconds worth there. He's kind of feeling good that nothing bad came of it, though, for the Hornets.
I think Coach Beaupre will have a little chat with him in between periods.
Fight for it in the corner. Peterson able to pull it off the wall here for Holy Family. Leaving it there for Will Guerin. Taken away, though, by the Hornets, and they break it on out.
Step up.
And a trailer here putting the shot hard on net was Dylan Malmquist. I haven't really heard a whole lot of Malmquist this evening here, as he's one of their top returning players. Certainly had 46 points a year ago. Now that pass just a little behind Peterson as they have an opportunity there. Now Maroney dropping it down to Peterson. Guerin leaving it. Maroney trying to get it free, but chopped on out of there by Paul Meyer. Back out to the point, and that one goes wide. Gathered up here by Malmquist, carrying it in. Nice drop to Fiddler. His shot is blocked. He took a little too long with it there. Swanson got a piece of it. And it comes off the side of the net. Fiddler trying to put it out front. Malmquist, nice job tying up the defenseman so it could go back to the point. Now Meyer sending it down toward the corner. Hunter Rushmeyer there. Tip, but not out. Nanny got a piece of it. Now Malmquist. Malmquist into the middle. Looking for Nanny. Reaches for it. Fires. And that one deflects wide.
Yeah, I wish Tyler Nanny put a little something on his shots, Jay, for heaven's sakes. Holy buckets, are those heavy? Oh, my gosh.
Fiddler dropping it off. Here's a shot and a goal. Casey Dornbach, the sophomore, just off the bench. Put it in a tough spot for a goaltender. High stick side. Just a little bit of an awkward spot above the hand, and couldn't get the stick on it. Dornbach sneaks it home, and it's 2-0 Hornets.
Didn't even hesitate. Watch him come in here now. He gets on the inside hand, and bang, up top he goes. Just finds it right. I think it was under the arm, actually, Jay. I think he snuck it underneath the blocker. Beautiful goal. Nice setup in a tight spot. That was not an easy goal to score. So the Hornets take a 2-zip lead here.
Fiddler and Meyer get the assist on Dornbach's goal, so they get one on a play that, you know, some of the plays you've seen develop from all the way back in the neutral zone. This was a little bit different, and you know, Dornbach probably not one of the first guys they think of in terms of getting a lot of goals this year, but certainly showed the ability to find the back of the net right there.
Well, look who gave him the pass, too. Fiddler, who's probably had the best game of any of the Hornets so far tonight, as far as I'm concerned, Jay. He's played very, very well on both ends of the ice, not just from the offense, but defensively he's played very well also.
Pass put out front, and that one blocked away, and here come the Hornets. Bellows leading a 4-on-3. Puts it out front, and Lacombe directs that one away. Nanny playing it down toward that corner. Munson lost it to Peterson. Here's Peterson carrying up the left side. Out front, Maroney a shot! Oh, and a glove catch by Rocco. And sometimes you see the guys with the glove for a little added effect, but this was legit. He had to, oh, that was a tremendous save.
He surprised himself. He looked up at that glove going, oh, thank you. Wow, what a save. But you know what? If they're going to make another run, he's going to have to step up. One of my questions before the game was, can he be Willie Benjamin, who carried him to the state title last year? So far, he's answered the call.
Here's another good opportunity, and the save made on the low wrister by Dickinson. So Holy Family, after that Edina goal, has shown some signs of life, getting a couple of very good opportunities, especially the first one, but this one was definitely dangerous as well.
Well, he was coming off to the right. He brought it back to the left, hoping that Wilcox would keep sliding to the left, and he didn't. He held up good, got his leg pad on it nicely, had it all the way in his eyes. This Holy Family, they got to keep coming. They can't just get one shot and be done with it. They got to put a few together here.
Backhand try there, knocked down. And one thing I think that you notice as the game goes on, Holy Family maybe a little more top-heavy than Edina in terms of, you can tell when they've got their best D pair out in that first line out a little bit more than the Hornets.
That's a great point.
Can be good, but also can be bad. You know, when you've got depth issue, not that they don't have a lot of good players, but I think Edina probably has a little bit deeper group.
Well, it will be interesting to see if Peterson, Maroney, and Guerin have legs in the third period, especially in the second half. They're going to need to pick it up. It would really help them right now to get a goal before this period ended with 7:12 left. They're starting to put some pressure on, but they need to sustain it a little bit more because one shot is not going to get by him. They got to put a couple together or a good rebound.
Malmquist up the left wing here for Edina. And the circle now puts it on front, and Fiddler shot to save, and the rebound goes in. 3-0 Hornets. Masterman got it on the third opportunity. There was one save and two, and then Masterman able to deflect it in for the Hornets, and they go up 3-0.
Jay, count how many white bodies are in front of this net here now when Malmquist gets it in front. Here it comes.
First one's a great save, then he knocks it in.
Two bodies both standing quite still, nobody on them whatsoever really interfering with them. You just can't let that happen. It kind of leaves your goaltender hanging out to dry.
Scoring for the Hornets at 10:02 of the second period. Number 19, Matt Asperman. With the assist to number 12, Mikael Fiddler, and number 20, Dylan Malmquist.
Fiddler and Malmquist get the assist on Masterman's first of the year. It comes about a minute and a half after that last Edina goal, so sandwiched in between, we had two good chances for Holy Family, so the chances continue. It's just Edina putting more of them away. Now out to the top, Wolf. Ooh, and a high hit thrown there. Knocks Peterson down, legal they say. And it rolls into the Holy Family zone. Wolf, his pass, hits an Edina body. Keeps on going up the wall there. And now an opportunity for the Hornets. A little trouble controlling for Bellows initially. Now his shot, it goes high up in the air. Trying to catch it was Lacombe. He couldn't do it, but bounces away harmlessly there. Flip back to the Hornets zone, or blue line anyway, and Nanny picks it up. Nanny carrying it in. Nanny putting it out front. Here's a shot and a goal. Cullen Munson, all of a sudden the floodgates are opening, and Edina pumps in a third goal of this period to lead 4-0.
Transition, turnover, takeaway again. That's 2 in a row. Puck got turned around, and all of a sudden Edina's right back in. A nice play by Tyler Nanny here, getting the pass over and just top shelves it on the short side. Cullen Munson for the Hornets. And all of a sudden it's a 4-0 game.
Edina 3 goals in less than 3 minutes. Nanny will get the lone assist on this Edina goal, and you see nice patience by Nanny. Waited until Munson was really in a shooting spot there and able to put it away. And at this point, if you're Lacombe, you can't help but feel, as we get a penalty call here against Nanny, you can't help but feel a little bit overwhelmed. You know, just like you're still kind of thinking about this last one's a little bit, and here comes another at you.
Yep. Well, I mean, we've been watching Edina for how many years? How often does this happen? It's not infrequent. When they get on a roll, they can really put the puck away.
Nanny gets an elbowing penalty, so his second minor taken tonight.
Oh.
Now shorthanded, here come the Hornets. Dornbach flipping it on net, save Lacombe, a big rebound though, follow-up try by Meyer is on goal. Holy Family really needs one here, down now by 4 goals. Pass comes across, here's a shot and a nice save by Rocco. Battle for it, and Peterson comes away with it. They try to return it to Peterson. He's in some traffic. Now try to play back to him, but really just gave that one away right to Meyer.
I think Holy Family right now is in a little bit of shock, Jay. I think they're a little overwhelmed with how many goals that just got scored on them.
And just offside here on the Fire. The Edina defenseman stepped up and was able to disrupt that one enough to break up the rhythm coming in. So get a stoppage here with 4:14 to play here in the second period. What had been a 1-0 game, all of a sudden is 4-0 as Edina scores 3 times in a little less than 3 minutes. You can see they've got all the confidence right now too, that they're just playing their hockey right now, and obviously when pucks go in, it just makes you feel that way that much more.
Absolutely. We rule, you don't. And even to the point, too, with Holy Family, they haven't had many chances. And when you aren't getting many chances and you're down 4-0, it takes a little bit of gas out of you.
Ben Foley almost had a costly turnover there, but he hustled back and got to it. Sometimes the little breaks have gone Edina's way a little more, too, like that one. If anybody had happened to be there, it would have been a bad giveaway. As it turns out, it didn't really hurt him. Now Malmquist putting it up front. Fiedler trying to kick it to his stick. Couldn't quite control it. Penalty to Nanny is now over. Holy Family really didn't get much of anything on that power play. Now a breakout chance. Malmquist has a man with him out front. Shot. Oh, what a save by Lacombe as he denies Masterman. Looking for his second of the period. This was a dynamite save here with the glove.
Well, Lacombe's still in the game. He ain't letting it bother him. He's going right after it. Nice job. Not that he has a choice, but that was a nice save. He's actually played well, Jay. He really has. I mean, he's been kind of left hanging out to dry with in-tight shots that are really tough to stop.
Yeah, he was sharp early in the game, too. And as you said at the time, could have been a couple goals on the board in that first period pretty easily for Edina.
Yep.
Another face-off coming as they flip it into the glove here of Derek Lacombe, the senior goaltender for Holy Family. Kurt Giles has to be pretty happy with what he's seen from his club here tonight, as you know, a lot of guys playing their first varsity game for the Hornets tonight. And some youth in the lineup this year, but obviously so far so good. And there's another shot on goal. The rebound bounces free. Lacombe covers it, and now we get really our first nastiness of the evening as guys getting after it a little bit in front of the net. You see this one just off the pad, and then it bounces off of Peterson right to the front. And things got cleaned up pretty quickly there, and I think probably a good no call in terms of penalties there. Guys, you know, protecting your goalie. They were just playing hockey.
Yep, that's sacred ground. You kind of get the benefit of the doubt what's in front of your net.
Backhand try there. Another save, Lacombe. Puck still loose. And Lacombe trying to cover it, and he had it long enough. His stick comes loose, and I think he's glad to get that whistle without that goal stick.
You know, even now you're looking at, they're trying to get physical with the Hornets in the front of the net, and they're really not having a lot of success. The Hornets are just swarming all over them with 3 guys down low all the time.
Yeah, the size edge overall, I think, certainly goes to Edina too. And sometimes you try and take the body, and it's against a guy who's a little bit bigger, it doesn't work the way you intended.
Well, and I think a lot of times too, this is where your top heavies are starting to show now. We're watching that first line of Holy Family out there again. I think they well played at least half this period, and both the defensemen, Wolf and
Swanson.
Yeah.
We get a penalty call coming up here to Holy Family's Will Guerin. You see, is it into the corner, and Guerin comes in right there. Yeah,
cross check into the boards. That might have been a major.
Nanny a shot, and the save, the rebound trickles just wide. So a cross check on Guerin there, and we got a real good look at it thanks to our camera crew down low. Here's a shot, and Lacombe sprawling to make a save there. Malmquist comes up with it. Boy, Edina really smells blood right now. They are all over him so far early in this power play. Already up 4-0. Nanny directing traffic with his head there. Now Fiddler.
Jay, did I mention that Edina hasn't practiced the power play?
Down low with it. Here's Malmquist. Looking out front. He'll come out high with it to Nanny. Nanny's shot sailing off the glass. Out front, put on net, and then knocked down the ice. Now, I agree with you on Nanny in terms of velocity, but he has kind of been a little wild all over the place with the shots, too.
Yeah, you're right. No, he can't. If he ever starts hitting the net, he's going to be dangerous.
Circles back here, 1.5 minutes to play here in the second period. It's been a great Edina period. They lead 4-0. And that pass deflected on in, so no ice as Garrett Waite did get a little piece of it. And now we get a whistle here.
Net's out.
Net's off. The good news is, you know, if you're Holy Family, that you get a bounce back tomorrow night. Either way, win or lose, you get another game.
Yeah.
And you know coming into this tournament that for any of the teams involved, somebody that's pretty good is going to be 0-2 after these games, you know, because we've had 4 good teams. Here's a shot. Is it in? Yes. Crawls over the goal line, then they knock it in just to be sure, and Edina now leads it 5-0. See if Munson, I believe, will get this one as he pushes it across, his second in a row.
Wow, nice Edina power play all the way around. Moved the puck well. Snuck it out front, and there's Munson standing all by himself.
Yep, there it is, crawling over the line there.
Yep. Well, we got to remember, too, last year they played, it was 7-2, Edina, in this game. And it was pretty much the same thing like we said. I think it was like 3-2 after 2. And in the third period, Edina just decided that's enough. But here's an opportunity, too. You know, if I'm Coach Rod, now you play all your lines equally. Give your second and third line some experience against these Hornets so they know the pace of play they got to play. It'd be a good opportunity for them to do that.
Munson gets his second in a row and second of the season. Obviously, Waite and Nanny get the assist, the power play goal at 15:52 of the second. Now 5-0 Hornets. Under a half minute to play here in this second period. Back out to the point. That shot off the stick of Rocco and deflected over the top.
Well, I'm kind of wondering now, too, Jay, the effect of losing Shane Gersich last year. I mean, he was a natural goal scorer, and he could get one when you needed one. And boy, they're having some trouble getting some quality shots on net.
18.5 seconds to play here in what's been a pretty disastrous second period for the Fire. They've been outscored 4-0 in the period. And put in, not quite. Off the inside of the goalpost. Now a penalty coming up to Edina. Going to get a hooking call going against Mismatch. But Holy Family's bad luck continuing here. This one was very close to going in. It just went off the inside of the pipe.
My gosh, what do you got to do here? You're trying to do what you can. They aren't going to get a clean opportunity, and when they do get one, it kind of bounces off at them.
So Mishmash will go for a hook at 16:55. So Holy Family, if they don't score in these last 5 seconds, will carry a power play into the third. Edina able to win the draw, and they'll just look to eat the puck in that corner here. So a great second period for the defending state AA champion Hornets, as they are now leading at 5-0. A little yapping back and forth at the end of the period here. 4 goals in the period for Edina. They lead at 5-0. We will continue with our first game of the 2013 Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament on 12 Sports in just a moment.
Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And way to go sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
'Tis the season. Give the gift of perpetual renewal. A Simonson Salon and Spa experience. From pedicures to massage to spa packages, excite everyone on your list with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. For instant gift cards, shop simonsons.com. Email or print, and you're done.
Simonson.
In Maple Grove, Plymouth, and Anoka.
Edina with a great second period. They lead it now 5-0 after 2. Let's go down to John Jacobson.
Thanks very much, Jay. With Kurt Giles, head coach of the Edina Hornets, and a terrific second period for your club, coach. What was the pep talk you gave him after one?
I just stayed out of the locker room. No pep talk. They're good kids. They're here to work hard. They work hard, and they finally got a chance to bury a couple pucks.
You had some scoring chances in that first period. Like you said, you were able to put some away there in the second. Do you have good goal scorers this year? Is that going to be a problem, an area you won't have to worry about this season?
To be honest with you, we don't know yet. The biggest thing is early in the season, we're still trying to figure out what our identity is, who we are, and who the kids are. So, we lost 12 kids from last year's team, so we're just going through this feeling out process to figure out who fits where and who fits with who.
An area that you think you'll need to improve on to be able to prove that you're, again, a state tournament caliber team?
Well, the thing is you got to improve all the way around. I mean, when you lose 12 kids, you've got to, you kind of rebuild and restart. And we've got a great group of kids coming back from last year's team, but you got to build around that and go from there.
It's the 8th year in a row that your team has been in this tournament. How much do you like coming here to Plymouth? You get a good test 2 nights in a row usually.
Oh, I think it's a great tournament. We've been here for a long period of time, and sorry when Carl was doing it down here. Now Pat's doing a great job with this. You got great teams here. You take a look at Maple Grove, Holy Family, and Wayzata, and it's a great opportunity to get out of the blocks and get a good feel for where your team's at. Get a chance to get on the big ice surface here. So we love coming here. People are great here in Wayzata, and we just love to come out here.
Coach, good luck the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Kurt Giles, head coach of the Edina Hornets, his team up now 5-0 on Holy Family through 2 periods of play. We'll take a break, come back with more of our second intermission. Live coverage of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament continues on 12 Sports after this timeout.
Osseo, Crystal, and Plymouth. Channel 12 is your local source.
Intercepted. This one looks like it could go for the touchdown.
Reed puts it away and Hopkins advances.
Hello and welcome to a new season of Sports Jam. Channel 12, your local source.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Channel 12's Community Corner puts the spotlight on your corner of the northwest suburbs.
We want to talk about some things happening around the city of Maple Grove.
New Hope's rinks are officially open.
This is the spot for the Golden Valley Rotary Club.
The City Council worked really hard not to have a tax increase.
You can instantly upgrade your wardrobe with a few simple accessories.
We're in Golden Valley today doing a little recycling.
Rediscover your corner of the northwest suburbs every day on Channel 12's Community Corner.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center for live coverage of the 2013 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament here on 12 Sports. Edina leading Holy Family by a score of 5-0 here in this first game. The second game coming up later tonight will have Maple Grove against the host team, the Wayzata Trojans. I had a chance to talk with some Wayzata captains and also Coach Pat O'Leary for our Sports Jam show, and here's a look at that interview.
It's already that time, boys hockey and the Turkey Trot tournament coming up, hosted by the Wayzata Trojans, and we'll have both days of telecast for you on Channel 12 as well. We're joined by a couple of the Wayzata players and also Coach Pat O'Leary, and we'll start with Chandler Lindstrand. And a great way to start the season, always a little different this year. That's not Thanksgiving weekend, but how much do you guys look forward to this Turkey Trot tournament?
Oh, I mean, it's a lot of fun. You know, I mean, we had a lot of guys playing it last year, and it's a great competition to start off the season and see what we have right out of the gate.
Good showcase for the program too. Do you like that part of it, having some alumni back and just all your fans getting a chance to see you guys right out here right away?
Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of energy going through the school. A lot of people want to see us play. I mean obviously like performing well in front of a big crowd, so I mean it's a lot of fun.
Guys are coming off a great season, and you don't dwell on the past, but is it still exciting when you think about some of the things you guys did a year ago?
Yeah, I mean you look back to Excel, Mariucci. I mean you just after playing in it, you just want to get back there so much more, and it just makes you want to perform a lot better.
Sounds like you have a pretty good core group back from that team. How excited are you about the possibilities for this winter?
I'm real excited with the guys we got coming back. Also the new guys coming in. There's going to be a lot of guys fighting for spots. I think it'll bring everyone's A game every day.
All right, Chandler, thanks very much. Good luck in the tournament.
Yeah, thank you.
And Chase Heising, you guys certainly welcome in a good group every year. Is it a good way, in your opinion, to get things started, just to get those tests right off the bat, not kind of ease into the season?
Yeah, I mean, we play a really competitive schedule each year, so just to start it off with a really few competitive games is nice, get us going right away.
Does having it at home help you guys out, do you feel like, too, just to kind of be on the rink that you're familiar with and get into the season that way?
Yeah, I mean, also like a lot of our fans, they like to come to this every year, and that we pack the house. It's pretty fun, so it gets it going well.
You guys ended up in the state tournament last year, but did not win the Turkey Trot because Edina had a good club also. Does that sort of make it a goal this year to be sure that you come out on top?
We're always looking to beat Edina, and so yeah, definitely if they beat us last year, we gotta pick it up this year and win.
All right, Chase, good luck in the tournament and all season long.
Thank you.
And Coach O'Leary, obviously you guys jump right into things right away, and this year not on Thanksgiving, but does that make much difference in terms of preparation?
It's the same, time in regards when we had tryouts, the second week of there. It just it actually dawned on me late in the season last year in the spring that bumped up a year earlier this year for tryouts compared to when Thanksgiving was. So just had to make sure we were on dialed in with the, the dates and stuff, and the other three teams knew what, what was going on, and, getting it out to the community, because I think everyone's used to it being on Thanksgiving, but I think we're doing a good job, with you guys' help to get the word out that the tournament's going on next weekend, and hopefully we get a good crowd.
What are you seeing on the ice so far from your guys in the first week of tryouts here?
I think there's a lot of good intensity out here. Like Chandler mentioned, there's a lot of competition, which is a good thing for kids to go through, and we got some good skill obviously and some good depth. So we're excited about the season to come on, and we're just trying to find places for guys that are going to fit in for the guys that we lost last year, and hopefully they can fill those roles for us.
How much excitement did it add to reach that state tournament last year? That's the goal of every hockey program in the state, but to do it a year ago, can you sense any difference?
Yeah, I think you can sense the difference in the community and the youth program and stuff like that. I think we got a lot of people behind us right now, and excitement around the high school program. Obviously, we have a big youth program, and it's very well represented, throughout the state every year. So it's nice for our high school program to represent the youth program too. And our guys do a great job of that, of interacting with the young kids, and to see all those young faces with the Trojan uniforms and shirts on and stuff not only at Mariucci last year, but also at the Excel was really cool for us.
All right, thanks for joining us, Pat. We'll see you at the Turkey Trot.
Thanks, you look forward to it.
Thanks to Coach O'Leary and Chandler Lindstrand and Chase Heising for taking the time with us last week. 5-0 Hornets here in our second intermission. We'll take a quick break. We'll look at our second period highlights and then come back with the third period of hockey here in our opening game of the Turkey Trot tournament.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go
For all sports. And Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
'Tis the season. Give the gift of perpetual renewal. A Simonson Salon and Spa experience. From pedicures to massage to spa packages, excite everyone on your list with a Simonson Salon and Spa gift card. For instant gift cards, shop simonsons.com. Email or print, and you're done.
Simonsons.
In Maple Grove, Plymouth, and Anoka.
Good atmosphere here for the 2013 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. A lot of fans filing in that are getting ready for the second game as well. Wayzata and Maple Grove. Edina with a dominant second period. It went from 1-0 to 5-0 as they were able to put 4 goals on the board, 3 of them in quick fashion, starting with a great one by Fiddler as he is able to pump that one in. That one was just 59 seconds in. I'm sorry, 5 goals in the second period for the Hornets. 0-0 after 1. And you get a look at the shot here by Dornbach, able to push that one in. Made it 2-0 Hornets, and that was the one that started the floodgates. Here's a great opportunity and a glove catch there at the other end, and then Edina just comes back with more firepower here. Carried out front and then popped in there by Masterman for the goal that made it 3-0 favor of the Hornets. And there's one from Munson, able to drop that one in off the shot from Nanny. And Munson able to make it 2 in a row. Here's a great save though in the meantime by Lacombe, but then here's Munson's, that one pops over his shoulder, lands just over the goal line and in. And that one was a power play goal, and you see Edina is all over it on the stats as well now. 32 shots on goal. They had 20 shots on net in that second period of play. They were able to overcome some penalties that they took as well. So we'll head to period number 3, a 5-goal second period for Edina. They lead it by a score of 5-0. We'll be back with our third period here in just a moment.
Maple Grove, New Hope, and Brooklyn Center. Channel 12 is your local source.
intercepted. This one looks like it could go for the touchdown.
Reed looks it away, and Hopkins advances. Hello and welcome to a new season of Sports Champ.
Channel 12, your local source.
Welcome back to the Plymouth Ice Center as we get set to drop the puck for the third period of our opener. And again, I apologize, misspoken. Initially shorted Edina. Goal there was 0-0 after one, and then they put 5 on the goal on the board in the second. So 5-0 Hornets as we get set for the third. And now's the time where you, if you're Holy Family, you say we got to just get regrouped a little bit and kind of forget about the scoreboard, and let's see if we can't come out and just win this third period anyway and build some momentum. Seeing a little bit of nastiness at the end of the second period, and now to start the third, Nanny's talking with a few of the Fire. I wouldn't be surprised if we get tempers starting to flare. It's been really overall quite a clean game.
It really has. Let's hope it doesn't. Yeah, I think, Holy Family, get that goose egg off the scoreboard and play all your kids equally. Give everybody a chance. Give them have a chance and experience against the Hornets. You're going to need them in the future. So play them all. Don't top level your top line here. So we'll see what they do. Edina, yeah. Sorry, Jay. They're definitely reloading. They ain't rebuilding. That's quite evident. Their speed, the playmaking is all right there.
After the quick offside there against Holy Family, we drop it again. Wolf. Pass. Guerin deflecting it over toward Maroney. Now Peterson taking it for the Fire. Down to the corner. Maroney leaving it for Guerin. About a minute and a half remaining in a power play for Holy Family, but the Hornets able to clear it down the rink. Wolf chased back. And not able to connect on that first pass. Popped into the Edina zone, but a lot of room for the defenseman here, and Nanny is going to be able to frisbee that one all the way down the rink. Lacombe stopping it there. Malmquist got in the way of his attempt to break out, so he wisely goes to Peterson instead. Peterson shoved off it by Fiddler and knocked right back down the rink. Edina aggressive on the penalty kill. Swanson carrying it through neutral here for Holy Family. The defenseman stops at the line. Couldn't get the puck all the way deep, but now Maroney with it in the corner. Guerin will drop it back out to the point. Swanson, or check that, Anderson. Now the shot, and that one is a near miss. Inside of the pipe again. Looked to the referee and right away waved it off. Here's a drive that sails high and over the net. Boy, there have been two that could have easily been in for Holy Family. One late in the second and then that one. Now back out to the point. Anderson will swing it around. Here's a shot and a pad save made there by Rocco. Penalty about to expire and the Hornets hack it down the rink. And now the penalty is up. They've killed it off, although just barely. Holy Family had a very near miss there.
Well, that's a positive note for Holy Family. They got an opportunity, and boy, they turned it over again. Don't do that, kids. They're going to score on you if you keep doing that.
No trouble with it here. They do get it back out to center anyway. Hugh trying to go across. Now it's taken up the middle, and we're going to get an offside call here against the Hornets. Just a little bit too impatient bringing that one back in.
Well, I saw a little positivity there being on the power play. Holy Family did make it work. The only thing we didn't do is score. They got some good opportunities. They moved it around well. Here we got their second line out there now. Let them get a chance to get organized and get their feet underneath them. We got a long season there. They got 24 more games the regular season. So let's everybody get a little sweat out.
Zolsdorf controlling for the Hornets, sends it back in. Lacombe stopping it behind the net. Tried to put the pass out front, but that one broken up. Hornets been skating well really all night and continues early in the third. One thing they've been, as you pointed out earlier, Dan, been very good at is from the first shift on, they're moving well.
Oh yeah.
Not easing into any of the 3 periods.
Well, you know, you've been talking a lot about this idea of rear Edina, and these kids do buy into that. They're expected to play at a certain level, and they do. I mean, from mites all the way up through high school. And you can see that, and it's consistent throughout the years, and Giles has reinstilled that in the 15 years he's been there.
Icing call here against the Hornets, and we'll bring the puck back into their zone. Andrew Rokol's been good in net. He's gotten a little fortunate bounce or two on occasion as well here, and it's helped to lead to a shutout so far. 5-0 Edina lead. Meyer to Nanny. Flipped ahead. Mismatch. Now they try to get it toward net. It's intercepted there though by Swanson. Fire cannot get it out though. Controlling his mismatch. And now the Fire able to get it back out, but again that rush broken up. Edina will swing it around. A strike. Bringing it up the right wing, takes a hit but keeps the puck. A strike just kept on skating. Brings it around, trying to get a wraparound try here, and the net has come off, it looks like. He was dislodged from the puck briefly, but he just didn't give up and kept on moving, kind of shrugged off that hit, kept going and got it back.
Well, Tyler Rock took him off the puck pretty good, but he couldn't maintain it. He got off balance, and he allowed him to get back on the puck again.
Off the end boards controlled by Colin Rash. Cullen Rash, that is, and now Foley back to play at a forechecker. Got there in a hurry and nearly forced a turnover. Hornets trying to break it back out. Big hit thrown there and a high hit by Wolf. Trying to answer with some physical play. The Hornets here as Patrick Howard throwing his body around a little bit.
I don't think he appreciated getting hit on the other end.
Battle for it in the corner. It kind of reminded me, seeing this group, that remember last year there were times when Edina had a very effective fourth line, which you just don't see very often in high school. Anybody that even plays a fourth line at all, let alone one that comes in and makes some things happen. And we saw that with them last year a little bit in this tournament, and then even later in the season.
A couple of years ago when Maple Grove had that nice run, they had a fourth line that was very effective too. It's very rare, but occasionally your larger schools will get enough, I don't want to say it, depth that they can do that.
Lacombe, with help from his defenseman, able to control that one and hang on to it here. 11:57 to go in period number 3, and a 5-zip lead for Edina, looking very much like they'll be moving back into the championship to defend their Turkey Trot title. Holy Family with
nice
Dickinson
move.
Goes to the front, fires, and just over the top. Bank pass taken away, and here come the Hornets with Masterman out of there, and then intercepted. The Masterman gets it right back. Steps into a check though and taken. Here's Matt Runyon controlling now for Holy Family. Runyon speeding it up the left side. Gets the shot away and it sails over the net. He hustles back after it, puts it out front, and that one just wide. Holy Family controlling all alone in front, but driving it wide was Redden, the freshman. Just got the heel of his stick on that one.
Oh my gosh, who are these guys and where have they been all night?
Here's a chance and a goal. Fiddler with another beauty as Munson was able to get it to him. And Edina will now go up by a 6-0 count.
Holy Family with a good amount of pressure there. Got sucked down a little bit too far. All three guys down below the face-off dots, and Edina, as quick transition as they are, and the defense got caught. Number 9 there, leaving Swanson all there by himself. And Edina takes advantage of it like they do on a fairly regular basis.
Nice little pass by Munson, gets it to Fiedler, controls it, and his first goal was a beauty. This one maybe not quite as spectacular, but it was still real nice.
Yeah, they're going to put it in the paper. It wasn't as pretty as the first guy. He's played a heck of a game. He's going to be a real player for them this year. I'm really impressed with him.
Here's Nanny with a strong wrister, and that one was on target. And Lacombe, though, able to snake the glove out. And you see the clock continues to run here with this 6-goal margin now. Running time at the moment anyway, with a 6-goal lead for the Hornets. You know, it was interesting. Yeah, we talked about before the game started how it's nice that, you know, we'll come into a tournament and probably not have any lopsided games. Well, this one maybe not quite turning out that way, but now a power play for the Hornets as well. Penalized player is Jaden Ness. Elbowing penalty, and backhand try goes wide. They'll go down low with it. And around the horn it comes to Munson. Nanny off his skate and then flicked out of there by Tyler Rock. Rock giving chase, and he's able to get to it. He's all alone for the moment. Rock trying to eat up some time. Good effort down there in that corner. And a heavy check thrown there by Garrett Waite, and the Edina 3-on-2. Back the other way to the trailer. Shot and a goal. Nanny will get it. 7-0 Hornets.
And the defense steps up and closes the deal. Looked like a 3-on-2 situation there. Brought it out of the right hand or left hand side on him. Really nice play here.
Carried by Bellows. And he waited, and then got it to the trailer. You could see they were trying to have to respect Munson on the weak side and waited for the trailer Nanny and was able to sneak it in.
2 in a row, he hit the net, and he hit the jackpot on the second one. A couple of Minnesota hockey names, Bellows and Nanny.
7-0 Nanny from Bellows and Munson. See, the hitting is continuing to ramp up just a little bit here. Puck left back toward the blue line. Edina trying to get it out, couldn't quite do it initially. Now Pugh playing it across. Trying to go right up the middle that time for mismatch, and he falls down, puck loose. Lacombe trying to clear that one, didn't get all of it. Now Guerin coming back the other way, knocked loose from him. Flipped ahead, and the Hornets gain control at their own line. They're obviously in control, not just of the puck right now, but of this game. Dominant second period, and they've come out, put a couple more on the board here in the third, and have completely taken over.
Well, you were talking about earlier before, too. I think Holy Family's paying the price by that top-heavy line playing as much as they did the first 2 periods. Not much legs left now for the kids who haven't played too much getting an opportunity. But it'll be good for experience-wise for them.
Play down low, Fire trying to clear it but can't. Centering pass here, and another opportunity for Edina. They just keep on coming no matter which line is out there. Now back the other way, that shot deflects way wide. Wolf pinching in from the point, controlling it, putting it out front, and that shot attempt was smothered. Right back the other way, the Hornets. Pass across, Henry Bowlby trying to chase it down here. Takes a bump as Edina finishes up a change. Under 7 to play now, and running time with this 7-0 Edina lead. Here's Dickinson coming back the other way. He takes a hit. Matt Anderson following up. Now Fiddler controlling it up the right wing to the center, fires, and Lacombe snatches it out of the air. I think he read that one pretty well, that they were going to try and, you know, drag it across the middle and then come back in that direction to the corner, and he gets the glove out.
He's probably going to have to put some ice on his glove hand there at the end of the night, though. That hand has been working real hard tonight so far, and it's looked pretty good.
Reminder to watch for Maple Grove and Wayzata coming up at about 7:30 here. Second game of the tournament. And then we'll have the third place and championship for you coming up on Saturday night. Fiedler controlling it here for the Hornets. And a step through a check.
Well, you know, Joe, we've been watching Edina too, and under the Kurt Giles there. They generally get off to a pretty good start early in the season. Last year they ran off 9 straight before they had their first loss. So, and they're looking pretty good right now. Now, we'll see what they look like tomorrow night. Be it against Maple Grove or Wayzata, whomever. But right now, this defending champion looks like a pretty good defending champion. Thank you very much.
Icing call here against Holy Family.
I think we're getting a good look at the Edina goaltender there. Andy Rokal, I think, who's had a very nice debut so far, holding up that goose egg up top. Made some say he was tested, maybe not on a consistent level he would be by Minnetonka, but a good start for the night has to build his confidence.
Knocked away and now controlled by Marooney. Taken away. Hornets quickly looking to counterattack up the left side with Garrett Waite. Now that shot sailing high from Bellows. Controlled again. Munson pushes it down low. Gets all the way through. 4.5 to play in the hockey game. It's all Edina leading at 7-0. Peterson had it knocked away. Chance again for the Hornets. Quick shot and a goal. Kiefer Bellows putting it away as they make him pay for the turnover. And you can just see Edina playing with a ton of confidence right now.
Their forecheck has been so disciplined and so well spread out. The minute you give the puck up, bang, one of them's there. But a nice pass there. Finds, I think he went 5-hole on that.
Yep, tucked it between the pads there. What he did was keep the puck moving, keep Lacombe guessing, so he never really got set.
Yep.
Tucked it underneath him. So Bellows had an assist on the previous goal, gets that goal himself, makes it 8-0.
Oh, roll call tested again. Yeah, and it might even be tougher when you haven't seen the puck for a while, like a 2 or 3 minute span, and all of a sudden they're right in on top of you. He's just staying on top of his game, even with an 8-0 score. And nice comeback by Holy Family here. Okay, we got scored on, so we're going to go down and put another test on him. That's good.
For Edina, they've played well. You get confidence. I don't know, Dan. Is there a time when you start to worry that this has come too easy late in the game, where they're starting to feel like, you know, you love for your team to play well and have that confidence, but the odds are tomorrow night's going to be tougher. You know, is it too much of a good thing maybe if you're Edina right now?
No. First game of the season. You've been working hard in practice. Have fun tonight. And if they don't think tomorrow night's not going to be a tough game, they're completely delusional. But they play Wayzata and Maple Grove every year. They know what that game's all about. So I don't think this will be any situation like that at all.
Hornets carrying back the other way with a strike. He'll send it on in. We've got maybe an icing call here. He hadn't quite gotten to the red line, looks like. Yep.
I think one thing Coach Giles said, he said it before the game, and he said it in the interview in between too, is that this is still search time. They're not sure what they got, who's playing with who, what the best combinations are. So, you know, you're having a great game tonight and everybody looks good. Well, maybe tomorrow night, you got to keep that up consistently if you want to get ice time on this Hornet squad. I mean, this is a 3-line squad. Every position is being fought for every day.
Bowlby carrying it up the right side here for Edina. Holy Family able to force a turnover here. And deflects out front, a swing and a miss. And nearly put a 9th goal on the board right there. Now the Fire able to break it back out. Rock. And they lose it at the line. They're not getting pucks in deep very often. Bowlby lifted back into the zone, knocked down there by Rushmeyer. Tipped in, Holy Family changing up here. Sam Foose with it for the Hornets. Under a minute to go now here in the third, and Edina has steamrolled the Holy Family in this first game of the Turkey Trot Tournament, an 8-0 count. Tipped ahead. Here's Maroney, a shot, and Rocco still has to be sharp here. Obviously, when you get down under a minute, you're really looking for that shutout to stay on the board, if you're the goaltender especially, but just the team in general.
Well, it's a reward for a good effort, too, not only from an offensive viewpoint, from a defensive viewpoint, too. And we talked about that earlier in the game. You know, Edina's known as an offensive team, but I'll tell you what, they play very good defense.
Mishmash controlling, and then tipped on into the zone by Dornbach, who's got a goal tonight. Under 10 seconds to play now in the hockey game. Edina is going to move into Saturday night's championship, and we're not going to drop the puck again. The Hornets, after a scoreless first, they put 5 on the board in the second, 3 more here in the third. And as Dan said, the defending state champs, defending Turkey Trot champs, yeah, they graduated a lot, but they are looking solid again. And they will move into the championship Saturday night to take on either Maple Grove or Wayzata. And Edina looking solid their first game. We're going to see 2 good teams going at it here in game number 2. And speaking of that one, be sure to stay tuned for the Crimson and the Trojans coming up at about 7:30 here from Plymouth Ice Center on 12 Sports. Hope you enjoyed this first one of the tournament. Game 1 of the 4 down in the books. Edina beating Holy Family 8-0 for Dan Fick and John Jacobson in our 12 Sports group. So long for now from the Plymouth Ice Center.